Wanted to do a quick video. Was just sitting here thinking. I got a comment. Well, I was thinking, and then I got a comment on the video that I did with the psycho chick, the madam lady. I can't remember her Lipscomb or whatever. And the person said, she sounds white. Listen to her voice. And then, you know how I go. I take that one thought, and then a million other thoughts kind of are conceived from it. And I was thinking to myself, like, if this person that's calling for black women to go to war so much that won't show her face, my question I started thinking was, and it's hard for me to group, because I'm not really grouping. When I say black women, I'm going to just kind of corner a section. I would say black women that were probably born within the last, I would say my generation, around 36 to 20 years old. In that age range. Why is this lady who doesn't show her face has such a following of black women willing to kind of be like her minions? And if this lady does happen to be white, why is it so easy for black women to join a white cause and indirectly affect the black male and female dichotomy? The one thing that I always found very interesting, and like I said, I was born during the time of the black men ain't shit circuit on TV and on talk shows and stuff like that, is why is it so okay to be critical of black men and point out their shortcomings and point out all their flaws, etc., etc. But when you do it to black women, now all of a sudden you are anti-black woman. You hate every single black woman in your life. Even if you have good black women in your life, but you just don't like ones that display bad behavior, now all of a sudden you hate all of them. But that same logic never applies when they're critical of men. I don't want to get too far down that path, because I want to go back to the initial thought I had, which is, if there is an agenda to separate and divide black men and women, as some has said, why is it so easy for black women to take the bait, so to speak, so far as we could say using the child support system, using the welfare system, and then on top of that, kind of using the prison industrial complex system as almost like a sword over the head of any black man that, gets them pregnant and per se just doesn't want to deal with them anymore for whatever their reason or rationale is. So, if it's so easy for them to take that bait, how can we then believe any of them when they come out and try to be critical of the system? When every time I would comment on a post on Facebook or something like that, and black women, one of the first things they would say is, we're not going to march for your ass if cops kill you. And I told this one lady, I said, if you wouldn't march for me when a cop kills me, even if you march for me, it's not going to bring me back to life. It's not like the power of your shoe is going to bring me back to life. The fact that you're protesting the fact that I got killed doesn't do anything about the fact that I would be killed. I would be dead. I'd be in a morgue somewhere, or I'd be underneath the ground. Trayvon Martin is very much dead. Eric Gardner is very much dead. So marching and protesting isn't going to bring them back. So I don't understand this almost perverse logic as to say, a black man, I saw this one meme last night, and it was really from a sister that I think is cool, Really down to earth. Every time I've communicated with her on Facebook, she's real cool and chill. But she posted up a meme that made me really question just how cool she is. And I'm paraphrasing because I don't really remember it. Maybe I can try to see if I can bring it up real quick. I probably won't because I didn't share it to my page. And it's on her page, and I don't know, we can try to bring it up. Honestly, I don't even remember her name now. That's kind of funny. Let me go to my friends, maybe I can see it that way. But anyways, long story short, the post said that black men need to start protecting and defending black women, even if it costs them their life. And I had to stop for a second and kind of like, you know, it kind of took me back for a moment. I'm trying to see if I can find her on here, because I'm thinking to myself, black men are already dying at a dangerous clip, and we dying over silly shit. We dying over sneakers. We dying over someone who, quote unquote, disrespect us or disrespect our mamas and stupid shit like that. We already dying at a phenomenal rate. Now we need to give up our life for a group of women who would so easily take handouts from the government. Why can't I find? I don't know why I can't remember her name. I know her face to see it, but I can't remember her name. It's got to be coming up soon. I don't have that many friends. Not a lot of people like me. That's all good though. I don't. And that part of that is because I don't sugarcoat shit, and I ain't gonna kiss nobody's ass to get along with them. Quite period, point blank, the end. I say what I feel, and I feel what I say. And nowadays, though, I think, my personal opinion, the modern day black female, she don't give two shits about the black man. Now, what? Just went all the way to the end. I didn't see her name. I don't know. I mean, maybe she unfriended me. It should be happening like that, but I didn't. It says I have 230 friends, so I definitely didn't lose anybody. I'm probably not going to be able to find it, but anyways, it just was one of those things that made me really think that these black women, no matter how cool they seem, no matter how humble, sweet, and genteel they appear to be, deep down it's almost like they really just want to see us die. Like there's this almost like this hidden hatred for us as a whole. And you know, like I said before in one of my other videos, I've always kind of been like holding out hope that, you know, there is at least one good black woman on the earth. But here we go, I found her page. It was right near the top. I'm surprised I missed that. Let's see. Yeah, see this? Let's see if I can. Hopefully, if you know, I got the camera on selfie mode, so I don't know how well that's gonna come out. But you know, when you see it, just definitely pause it and read it. Here's my thing about that. If you're not someone named my mom or my wife, I don't have any siblings, I would even slightly extend it out to like my cousins. If you very few rare occasions I would defend you. And let me tell you why. If you're minding your business and you're not doing nothing, you're minding your business and someone comes over and they start calling you all kinds of names and trying to assault you, I will protect you. But first, before I just jump up and start throwing fists or start throwing bullets and knives, I'm gonna ask, why do you know each other, and why are you over here yelling? What's the history here? Because see, they want us to run into the heat of battle without any type of intel about the person we're going up against or going to war against. Just blindly running into the battle. And we need to understand, a lot of this shit is because black women love drama. They are drama filled with drama, because they want to see destruction. A lot of them do, and even the ones that pretend they don't, deep down, they do. And I don't want this to seem like an anti-woman video, but we have to call out the behavior. And like I said, I have to be fair. A lot of these black men are getting murdered and killing each other over women. I've seen videos of dudes saying they would murder somebody for messing with their baby mama or messing with their girlfriend. And my thing is, why would you kill the dude for messing with her when she knows how you feel about it? I mean, I'm sure you probably conveyed how you felt about it, but yet she did it anyways. Why wouldn't you check her instead of checking the dude? But again, my message is for black men. And if there's black women that get it, I'm happy that you get it. This isn't an anti-black woman video, and my videos aren't anti-black women. What I try to do is point out the hypocrisies, the double standards, such as when I talk about the interracial dating aspect. You cannot sit around and complain about a system that you have no problem taking handouts from, that you have no problem taking out TAP and Pell and government grants to go to school, all this shit, and then turn around and talk about how the system is racist. The system is not racist. The system is set up to put you above the black man. And you have no problem doing that, because as long as you keep getting the benefits, you don't care what happened to us. That's going back to the Jesse Lee Peterson video again with versus Jane Elliott. That's the difference between being under Jim Crow and now being under the rule of the U.S. law now, is that Jim Crow forced black people to basically work with each other and cooperate. The modern laws today encourage division. It encourages the women to turn against the men and put all the restrictions on the man, and then make the women feel like the men are inferior, but we have all these chains and balls on us, and you still expect us to do what every other ethnicity of man to do when they don't have those same restrictions. And it's a game, it's a setup, it's a plan, it's an agenda. But so many are willing to go along with that agenda just so they can get a few crumbs off of master's table. That's the scary part. Let me know what you think. Do you really think at the end of the day that black women are our friend? Or do you think, like the crazy lady says, we're their enemies and they are our enemies? I think it's becoming that. I don't think it always was, even with all the stress and the strife that went on all along. But I think it's getting to that point now, because Uncle Sam has now replaced the black man in the black community.